turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down. I'ma turn it up and then I'm gonna take it down.
Oh wow, y'all know we new to the game with this one. That was an exciting fight, a very exciting fight. But we got to get right into it. Before that, this is new to everybody. You know, this is a new urban sports scene post-game show, but we calling it going to the body with the urban sports scene. I'm Wole and my co-host Ray Jeezy's out, but we also got Wayne and Jermaine Adams from the Boxing Adams show, which is on YouTube, and we're streaming on YouTube, and it's they're our co-hosts now. We're gonna keep doing this with them. So what's going on, Jermaine and Wayne? What's going on, buddy?
Everything's good, my brother. Yes, yeah.
Are you excited, man? First off, man, like we'll get into the thoughts, all that, but exciting fight, right? Before we go in detail,
for sure.
Exciting fight, right?
For sure. It was a great fight. A lot of action.
You know it. Before we get into the particulars, hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. You can also go to our website, which is www.urbansportscene.com. I mentioned Adams Boxing Show. You can also go on their YouTube channel. Just search Adams Boxing Show. They're also on Twitter. I guess on Twitter, X. They're on X.
Yeah.
You search about on X. Hey, don't forget to tweet us at Urban Sports Scene. Hit us up on IG at Urban Sports Scene, and like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. Also, join our Urban Sports Scene Facebook group. Search Urban Sports Scene, sports bloggers, sports podcasters, and sports debates. All right, let's get right into it, man. Like I mentioned, in a dominating showcase, Daniel Dubois knocks out Anthony Joshua to retain his IBF World Heavyweight title in the 5th round. First off, folks. First off, Wayne and Jermaine, your thoughts on the fight?
It was a great fight. It was definitely worth the watch wherever you was at. Action from round 1 all the way to the stoppage. Daniel Dubois, man, pulled an upset, man. It was definitely a shocker to a lot of people. This guy can punch for sure.
Yeah.
That's one thing he can do for sure. He can punch.
What about you? What about you, Wayne? Your thoughts?
I mean, it was a good fight. It was one-sided, you know what I'm saying? Obviously,
it was terrible, man.
I don't mean to rag on your boy. I know that's your boy. Anthony.
Hey, it's the truth, though. It's facts.
I mean, Joshua, man, he looked kind of tight, man. I mean, of course, he's always a muscular guy, but man, the boy looked tight.
I mean, his reflexes didn't look right. I didn't like how he was holding his left hand so low. Even when he throw a punch, he wasn't bringing it back. He was it looked like he was trying to read everything through his eyes, but he was just a second too late on everything.
And I like what Dubois did, though. He was jumped on him immediately. I think he put him with a right cross. Like
yes, at the end of the round to get him the right cross to like knock him out at the end of the round, the first round.
That's the same punch he did to start with.
Yeah, and he caught him and went out the gate too. So
that's who he did. He rushed him
at the tone.
He did. He rushed him. It was like, to your point, it was a dominating showcase for Dubois. It's just like he was relentless throughout the fight. Even when he saw Bud, he was going at it. And it wasn't like he wasn't scared of the moment. I know the commentators kept mentioning like he looked so relaxed. And like you said, Joshua looks tight. But Joshua to me always looks tight. So I don't really know. Yeah. Like that's not a thing to me. Like that's what it is. But Dubois looked relaxed. And I don't usually get into like folks relaxed or whatnot. You just want to see how they showcase in the ring. But in that ring, like he was relentless. Like even his going into the ring. I said this to y'all before we started recording. He had that Tyson vibe. Like he had the whole Tyson look going into. I was like, he want work. Like he want work. He want to do damage. But just like you said though, Joshua did a lot of things wrong in that fight, and he said that after the fight. But did a lot of things wrong where he was open. Like his hands were low. He was open a lot. You know what I mean? And it was like Dubois was baiting him to like exchange with him. When he got this opening, he was ready to go. And you saw what happened. Like, truth be told, this fight could have been stopped much earlier. I thought the ref was a little bit, lenient. I want to know your thoughts. You thought the ref was a little lenient?
Yeah, they did everything to keep that fight going.
I thought so. Okay.
The referee seemed like he was not trying to be the cause of the fight stopping early. So he gave Joshua every chance he could. Joshua can't even make no excuses of chances he had.
Yes.
But I got to give Daniel Dubois credit. He came out swinging off the break. It didn't seem like nerves was not in play for Dubois at all.
Nah, not at all.
For a 27-year-old and is fighting in front of Wembley Stadium.
I agree.
This is the premier stadium.
Oh, and shout out to Rich. Rich says Wilder.
Yeah.
He said Wilder would have sent that boy to the shadow round. Shout out to Rich, man. Shout out to my man.
Oh, you a Wilder dude? You like what? Would have said who? Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, he talking about your boy.
One good right hand might have sent him there.
Shout out to.
What we gonna do is that like Joshua was losing the heavyweight champions. I don't know who Wilder's losing to. It was a dude from China. It'd be a dude who got no power. You'd be like, who you losing?
Yeah.
It gets to a point like, I'm disappointed in my man Joshua. Don't get it twisted. Like, I'm disappointed. But I'll tell you this, I'll tell you this. I know going into this fight, I wasn't confident. I saw how Dubois fought Urkovich. I saw that fight.
Yeah.
Like, he was relentless in that fight. You know what I mean? He started off kind of slow, but he was relentless. He was like he was like usually when you exert that much energy, you get tired towards the later parts of the round. He doesn't get tired. He doesn't get tired.
He doesn't.
You knew as soon as he hurt Joshua, that wasn't going to stop. Like he wasn't going to punch himself out. So I don't know what happened to him after, say, obviously he fought Usyk and he had a bad showing against Usyk. I mean, the fight after that, I forgot the fight after that where he kind of struggled. But from that point on, like he's got his swag back to a point where you said he's 27. Like to now change up, like he can be owning the fight game the way this kid is starting to like get better as he gets older. Usually it's wild. Like we get so fixated in a boxer having a couple of losses. Well, this kid seems like he's gotten better after his losses.
Yeah, he has. I think the losses early in his career to Joe Joyce.
Joyce, that's what it was.
Yeah, lost to Joyce, lost to Usyk. I mean, that helped him. And I think you never can sleep on it. I've learned this over the years. You never can sleep on a guy that can take one and give one. And he's shown that he can do that. He can take one and he damn sure can give one. You can't sleep on those type of guys at all. They're going to be in every fight.
Yeah. So I just think that, like, so to my man Richard's point, I'm like, yeah. I mean, Wilder, you throw Wilder there now. I'm just saying, like, my man loses to people. That's all I'm saying. If he's gonna lose, you're gonna know the person he loses to.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
It might make sense to make that fight now. I mean,
okay, now that's see y'all good. See, look, you knew, like, you're not new to the game. You true to the game. You ain't new to the game. Facts. Like, so what you
losses now?
You think now because Wilder before this fight, Joshua came out and even said, like, I would still fight Wilder. Like, it's never over. Like, I would still fight him.
Right.
Circumstances have to shape up. Well, bro, circumstances have shaped up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is the fight now that both individuals now have to start back from the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting Joshua can't look at Fury and Usyk anymore. Like, now he has to look at, like, some of these lower tier, like, I'm gonna say lower tier, but boxers who are trying to come back up. And I think that fight would be the perfect fight for Anthony Joshua and Wilder. Thoughts?
I think it could work out. He said Anthony Joshua needs to get into broadcast.
George, go ahead, George. Chill out,
man. Shout out to George, man.
But I like the fight though. I think I have no problem with Joshua and Wilder fight. I mean, it's two heavyweights. Somebody's probably gonna get knocked out. So why not make it happen? They got a lot of history of talking about fighting each other. Might as well make it happen before it's time to hang it up, because both of them are approaching that time where they both need to hang it up. These young guys not playing with them, as we've seen today with Dubois and Joshua.
I agree. My man on IG, my man Burrows 316 said, upset you mad. Everyone in the UK in the UK knew AJ had a glass chin. Back to doing what he does best now. If you know, you know. He's located in the UK. That's what he said.
Shout out to him.
Most overrated boxer ever. He also added most overrated boxer ever. Back to doing
big statement, brother. Big statement, brother.
Very huge statement.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Shout out to Rich. Shout out to George, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, man, that just commented too, man. Shout out to everybody watching, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Wash Wilder slumps, dude. Nah, he's not. All AJ got to do is touch him. That man power ain't even the same. I ain't gonna hold you. Your man power ain't even the same.
Yeah,
That I will say.
Definitely don't look the same from
It
Wilder.
don't look the same.
And that's crazy. You don't usually see guys power. Always have the power. The reflexes will go, but the power usually will stay the same.
Facts. So I'm just saying, like, I get you. Like, I mean, I'm obviously you must be a Wilder dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you must be, but I'm sorry. Wilder need to retire. I'm on the side to say my man may need to retire. So I'm on that side too. But I'm telling you, Wilder definitely needs to retire. Like, boxing should not be on anything in the horizon for him. Just have a whole YouTube show. You'll be all right. You'll live.
If he don't retire, he's just gonna be a gatekeeper for youngsters trying to come up and try to get wins to propel them to cards like this. That was today.
I think that Wilder getting that Joshua fight, maybe you might see, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you might see a better performance out of him. I don't know. He's been wanting that Joshua fight for a long time, so you never know.
You're being nice, man.
I know. I mean, I like Wilder, man.
I can tell.
I have a question for you, though. Well, I have a question for you. Do you think Joshua is shot?
Yeah, I do.
You think he's shot?
I'm honest. I think he's shot. I feel like after losing to Ruiz, like he's been trying to, bounce back little by little. But I think that was it. That was like the beginning of it. So let me keep it a buck. Like, that was the beginning of it. Yeah, because he has skills and he kind of can box, so he can kind of get away with certain things. But like Burrow 316 said, I think when Andy said, he got a glass chin. Like, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anytime somebody with true power touches it, like it does get to a point where he can go down. And once you get knocked down consistently, you're not the same dude, bro. Like, you're not. So it's not like when I mean he shot at being like a main event star. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got beat by Usyk twice. That was already hard pressed. Though like the last fight was competitive, but still, like, you lost to him twice. Like, what is there for you? Like, I don't trust you beating a Tyson Fury because he's a bigger dude. If he can touch you, you know what I'm saying, you'll go down. Like, so at the end of the day, like, to me, in terms of this true heavyweight game, we're like, you're talking about gatekeepers. That's where he's at if he wants to keep boxing.
But do you think him fighting Ngannou was good for him, or do you think that kind of
joke?
fight?
All that was a joke. I don't never look at any of that stuff. Like, that stuff, like Fury fighting, that's a joke.
Yeah,
like, that's a joke. I don't even look at that as a box. That's a Mayweather stuff.
Because everybody jumped on the Joshua hype train once he knocked out Ngannou and said,
I didn't care. I ignored that. That wasn't a thing to me. Like,
right.
That wasn't like his professional fights were before that was a thing to me. That fight didn't count to me. But it was, again, it's just like, but then those are tailored fighters. Those fighters were tailored to what he does best. Therefore, it was easy for him to kind of Eddie Hearn's he's a good promoter. He did what he had to do.
He's definitely a good promoter. Yeah. But he has been getting his ass kicked by Frank Warren lately.
Yeah.
I mean, they did that 5 versus 5. He got swept there, and then you got Frank Warren's fighter Daniel Dubois knocking out Joshua. It's like he can't buy a win versus Frank Warren. He don't need to put anybody versus Frank Warren right now. Frank Warren's looking like the winner in the UK.
He's killing right now. The perception.
What George saying, Ngannou fight showed Joshua was dropping off. Yeah.
I mean, Fury, he knocked down Fury, but it's just a joke. It's all a joke to me. Like, I don't really look at MMA fighters fighting boxers like anything. Like, it's not a showcase of anything to me. I do think it's gimmicky anyway, and I think they do kind of like play around in the ring with them to kind of so they can make that money. Yeah. I don't think it's a real thing. I'm being honest with you. It's like some Rocky Hulk Hogan type thing, whatever. Like, that thing ain't real to me. Like, it's just not. It's like an exhibition. Alexander Wilson said AJ was moving straight back. True, with his chin in the air, that was a huge problem. Totally agree.
He was. That's what I was talking about.
He kept backing up,
with his eyes instead of with his hands up. He kept moving back, trying to judge everything with his vision, and he was off.
Shout out to Alexander, man.
That's a great point. He's right.
Good point, Alex. Good point, Alex.
I think he's totally right. I think, but you can already. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can kind of, if you watch enough AJ fights, you can pretty much tell what the game, what AJ you get. When AJ's backpedaling, like, you already know. Like, all right, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Like, when AJ aggressive, like, he can get hit, but then he's confident. It's a different type of dude. He's really going for the knockout. He's aggressive. But when he starts to backpedal, then you're like, all right, he's already in a situation where he doesn't feel like the alpha. For AJ to win, he's got to feel like the alpha. Like he's got to feel invincible. But once he feels like he can get, and as I'm saying, like I do think the Ruiz fight kind of plays into that. Like, and I know it's old. I know people don't want. It's this what it is. Like once he touched canvas, it was like the way he did. It was like I don't want to have that feeling again. You know what I'm saying? So then you get passive. You get passive AJ, and passive AJ is worse than aggressive AJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got passive AJ in the first Usyk fight for real. Once Usyk kind of got some shots in, he started being a little passive because he started thinking, all right, this dude can like knock me out. Not off of straight power, but he can catch me off guard because he's such a slick boxer. So then you got passive AJ. Once you get passive AJ, then it's
a wrap.
It's a wrap.
But what do you think? What do you think is next for Dubois? What does he go?
Oh man, I mean, there's a rematch clause. I know AJ's talking about he'll take the rematch clause. I mean, they're gonna exercise that. I mean, for real, I don't think Dubois needs to fight AJ. I think it'd be good, but again, like depending on what happens with, I mean, I know the word is Fury Usyk, he can get the winner of that fight, but I'm like, if that fight's competitive, say Fury wins and that fight's super competitive again, I'd rather have Fury Usyk 3. So if that happens, then he probably would have to take the rematch with AJ. It just, to me, it's all dependent on how good. If Fury has to win, and how competitive that last one is. If it's a competitive fight, there's no reason why I would do part 3 if I'm Usyk Fury over fighting Dubois.
I don't even feel like Dubois should even have to fight Joshua again. I really don't feel like he should.
He shouldn't, but it's all predicated on the Usyk Fury fight, because what other heavyweight is going to be good for money with purposes? Like we just saw Wembley. That was like crazy.
Right.
That money crazy.
Money wise, they probably would do it again, but I think they need to give some other guys a chance. You got Bacole, you got Zhang. Those guys deserve opportunities as well. And but I mean, I understand it's just for money, and Josh will probably come back and beat him if they give him another chance. But the way he looked today, I wouldn't be so. I mean, I didn't see anything that would make me think that he could beat him. Outside of he can still throw that right hand a little bit, but
I don't
know.
He can still throw it a little bit. He caught him. He did catch him in the 5th.
What's up, Paul? Any up and coming heavyweights?
Yeah,
they got the guy Worley from the UK. Worley is pretty good from the UK. Frazier from the UK. UK seems like they got all the guys.
Yeah. My man Joy said
Fabricio Worley's pretty good.
Dubois ain't ready for Fury or Usyk. All right, well, I'll say this. He did lose. He did get his butt whipped by Usyk already. So that did happen. But this is a different Dubois. I will say this much. This kid is different than what he was when he fought Usyk the first time.
For sure.
He's a different, and the confidence is way different. It's just way different. I'll say this: Usyk would be in a war because he would be consistent. Like Usyk would have to stop him.
Right.
He would have to stop him. I think Usyk is pound for pound the best fighter in the world to me.
Okay.
But I would say Dubois has a better chance beating Usyk than he does Fury.
That's interesting.
Because I think Fury can stop him.
But the thing is, he's already been in the ring with him before, so he kind of has a leg up anyway on him.
Yeah.
In terms of comparing the two.
What to expect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I would say that. I would say, if I had to, but I still think that, that fight. This is a good question. That's a good question, though. I'm going to be really interested to see what happens with Usyk, but not with Usyk, but interested what happens with Dubois now, because I think you don't want to halt the momentum. This kid now has a lot of momentum to a point where now he can become a household name. Not from obviously in the UK they're going to know who he is. I'm just talking about outside the UK. You know what I'm saying? If you watch this fight today and saw that knockout and that what happened to round 5, if you watched it, you would have. I think you would come out being impressed with Dubois.
You would. I mean, the guy is a straightforward, come forward fighter. He can throw bombs. He can take a shot. He can dish it out there. He's not scared to trade and bang with you. He's still young. He still got years and years left on the table, man. I think the sky's the limit in the heavyweight division, man.
Do you think he's the? I heard this after the fight. um, by the zone commentator. I think it was Ade. He said that Dubois fighter of the year. Would you say that?
Fighter of the year.
Yeah.
You can put him in the conversation for that because he does have 2 solid wins and a massive win in this one. I think he's in the conversation. I don't know if I can just hands down give it to him yet, but I mean he's definitely up there.
It's one of the upsets of the year. I don't know if I can say.
Oh yeah. So would you say that's upset of the year? Would you say this is the upset of the year? That's a good one actually.
Trying to think what other upsets happened that could be put on this level.
Yeah, this magnitude. Just
I don't know if anything's like this.
Yeah, because you got to think 96,000 came to see AJ.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you heard it. And
he beat him in front of his crowd, even though they're both from London. London. So it's up there.
Yeah, I would say I'm with you. I do think it's upsetting. I feel like we all creature of the moment, right? Creatures of the moment.
Yeah. I don't know too many people that picked Dubois to win, so it could be upset.
It was a few.
I don't think anybody really did.
I seen a few. One guy on Twitter definitely hit us up and made a prediction on Dubois right before the fight started.
Okay.
A guy named Alucard who follows on Twitter. I mean, he hit me right away. He's like, I'm going with. He said it's gonna be Hassan Rockman style on Lennox Lewis. That's what he said.
Oh my God.
This thing was worse. This thing was worse.
Yeah, he knocked.
Because I felt like we said earlier, I felt like this fight could have been stopped much earlier. Like even when his gloves hit the ground, hit the ring, they hit the ground, and they didn't call it a knockdown. Like Anthony Joshua's gloves hit the ground, like they hit the ground.
Yeah, that was a weird sequence.
Yeah. I was like, come on, bro, you ain't slick.
He did botch it.
You ain't slick.
Yeah, he botched it. It kind of reminded me when Stephen Fulton kind of put his glove on the canvas and Inouye came over there and hit him. The ref kind of botched that one too. So. Yeah. But it was so quick. I mean,
these refs got to do a better job with that, man.
Yeah. This one wasn't that quick though. This one was like there for a while. His hand, he was down there for a minute.
Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, I'm like, how that could have been bad, right?
Yeah, he was down there for a minute. Yeah, I thought at that particular portion of the fight, I thought it was gonna be stopped.
Yeah, it was looking like it.
Yeah, it was looking like you would have thought it was. You would have thought it was going to be. Yeah, for sure.
So I want to say before the knockdown, like in that 5th round, where it looked like he was getting his legs back, Joshua. Did y'all think he was going to turn around? Because I kind of had I don't know, it's been like a fandom type thing, or because I felt like he was starting to get his mojo back a little bit.
I thought he could get a knockdown, but I thought he looked shot after a while. I thought he was going to get a knockdown though, but I still didn't really believe that Joshua was going to win.
Yeah.
But he found some momentum. I got to give him credit for fighting back, though.
Yeah, he got hard. You can't question his heart. He's been knocked down and got up before. So,
no, definitely no. Because I was even watching the 5th round before he got knocked down. Because he hurt him, like you could see it, like Dubois buckled. I was like, oh, he about to get a knockdown, and then he gets it. I don't know if Dubois was just playing coy. I don't know what he was doing. He got him in the corner, so Joshua was like, oh, okay, I guess it's my chance. Dubois slipped it, and then that's when he knocked him out and just hit him with the right, boom.
Right.
And I was like, damn. Well, it's all she wrote. But it wasn't. No, what's wild about the knockout punch? It wasn't even like like throughout the whole fight. That was probably the least powerful punch that he hit to knock him out.
The thing about it was Joshua looked like he was throwing a punch and then the punch impacted too. So that's double impact.
Those are some of the worst ones when you're throwing a punch and get hit.
Yeah, that's double impact. That double impact shot to you. You take half of the punishment just by what you did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The first, the first right hurt.
Yeah. That first one hurt too.
Definitely.
Yeah. Then when they swung at the same time, that was all she wrote.
Yeah, that was So, I mean, do y'all think he should retire, Joshua? Do you think he should just end it?
No.
I mean, losses happen in the sport. I mean,
I think he should fight at least 1 or 2 more times, but it all depends on how he looked the next go around. If he looks like he did again, I think he has to seriously consider that.
To me, I think the Fury fight is something that I want to see him get before it's all said and done.
You think he's gonna get that fight? I don't think. Okay, that's a good question. You think he's gonna actually? You think it's a chance for him to get that fight? Because I'm kind of like, I don't know.
If Fury loses, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
It's kind of a bad situation. You got to hope someone loses.
Yeah, no.
Let's just hope that if he do get the Dubois fight again, that he takes him out because he has to do that.
Right. I'll put you.
He got to get past Dubois now.
Let's say if he beats Dubois in the rematch, Fury beats Usyk. That's a super fight in England, man. You could put
150,000. That's a good point.
Instead of 96, you could put 150,000 for Fury Joshua.
Oh, for sure, for sure. A lot of times in the UK, they don't care about how much these guys lose. Look what we just seen with Joe Joyce and who the guy?
Derek Chisora.
Derek Chisora.
He picked Derek Chisora too.
Okay.
Look how many people came to see that fight, and these are two guys that are really kind of like journeymen at this point, especially Chisora. And look how the UK fans came out to see that fight.
Yeah, they always.
And look how many losses Chisora. Chisora probably got 6-7 losses already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the UK shows up and shows out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I feel like Joshua is in a funny place right now, only to the point where I think he needs Fury to win. He actually needs Usyk to win. He needs Usyk to win. Yeah, he needs Usyk to win.
But think about it. What if Usyk wins? How do we know Fury might not retire?
That's a chance too. He may retire.
So so we really don't know what kind.
Yeah, because he may retire too. Because there's nothing for him to do.
Right.
Unless so I'll say this much. If Fury loses to Usyk, and then Joshua in a rematch, say Joshua beats Dubois.
Okay,
which is not a guarantee. I'm not even. I actually think Dubois win a rematch. To be real with you, but just say that like if he beats Dubois, right? Then I do think you can get that fight. I think Fury would see a money in Wembley. I think that would change it. Like Wembley, Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua, Fury. That would be it. Because I know we're not going to see Joshua versus Usyk ever again. Like I know that for a fact.
That's probably right.
That's never going to happen. And like even if he had won, I wouldn't want to see that fight. I mean, I ain't going to lie to you. Even if he had won today, I wouldn't want to see that fight.
Yeah, people said he was going to fight him again, but I don't.
I was like, I wouldn't even want to see that fight. It's just that fight. It is what it is. Like, they don't match up. Like for him, they don't match up. For Usyk, they match up. For Usyk, they match up. For him, they don't match up. They don't match up. So like, that would be the only fight. Or like, if he can't get, I mean, for him, it would go if Fury won. And say Wilder and say Joshua, because it sounds like Joshua wants to still fight. I think, truth be told, I do think the fight for him would be Wilder. I think that's the only fight for him. Now that I think I
would love to see that fight. Joshua don't really have a whole lot to accomplish outside of the undisputed thing or avenging Usyk losses. But outside of that, what's wrong with a Wilder fight? That's a guy that's been tied to you for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get you back on your feet if you do win. Why not do it?
And Joshua has a good resume, but it's just two fighters he's never fought, and that's Wilder and Fury. So,
and this is guys that's been tied to him for so long. You have to get one of those out.
You gotta get one. At least gotta get one.
Yeah, you gotta get one. Give me one.
That's more like Mayweather and Pacquiao. You getting it late.
Yeah, it is.
That's like late. You getting it kind of late.
Yeah,
like you're not getting them. Like you're getting broken versions now.
Yeah,
for sure. A broken version, you know what I'm saying? Like two dudes. I mean, like all right. If you had that fight, what would that fight be held at though? Where would you want that fight to be held at?
Well, Wilder and Joshua?
Yeah. I still put it in the UK.
Gotcha.
Would you really?
I take it in the UK.
I mean, sometimes they put fights in Saudi Arabia.
Either one wouldn't hurt.
If I'm Joshua, I would consider taking that and putting that in the US. I just feel like that man has too much pressure fighting in Wembley. I feel like he gets this happens to him in Wembley.
Yeah.
If I'm him, I would literally just go elsewhere. Like I would fight in Vegas. I would do it in Vegas. I'm being biased because I live in the US. I'm just being real. Like if I'm him, I would do it obviously for a big gate I would do it in Wembley. Like I would do it in Wembley if I'm him. Like, but I mean, if I'm thinking business, if I'm thinking business, but I would, if I'm him, I'm thinking Vegas. I'll do it in Vegas. George said Wilder, Joshua should be in Saudi Arabia.
I can see it being there.
Because they haven't really been putting any major heavyweight fights in the United States lately. Yeah. And you got to look at who the promoter. You got Eddie Hearn with Joshua. Yeah. So they're going, you got the A side term. So Joshua was the A side.
Oh, you know what?
Turkey Al-Sheikh too.
With that hey, like they're so shot right now. Is that like a co-main event or like not the main event? Is it like a co-main event? I'm trying to think to myself like, even a main event fight for real.
It still can.
Joshua, anything
Joshua at the moment for sure.
You got to put him in the main event for sure.
All right, because I'm
still brings out a crowd.
Because I'm thinking to myself,
Paul says MSG.
MSG. Well, that would be nice.
I think he fought the MSG.
MSG. I think MSG be all right. I'm with Paul. Yeah, I think it's all right. Or at least I won't be Barclay. MSG definitely. MSG.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I like MSG. MSG.
I would like that. Saudi Arabia, MSG, either one. But of course, I would love for it to be United States if I had to choose.
Yeah, for real, facts. I just feel like heavyweight fights. I don't know. Like I feel like heavyweight fights is a U.S. thing. Like heavyweight fights in like Vegas to me, that fits. It just fits to me. I just feel like now, obviously,
I would love that.
The Sheik is amazing. Don't get it twisted. I'm not mad at Sheik. You know what I'm saying? He's the man. But agree with something George said. And they are big enough names to sell over there, even though both are not in the title picture. I mean, yeah, they can sell everywhere. I mean, that's a fact. They can sell like they do not. I mean, Joshua's gonna. I mean, not Joshua. Wilder's always gonna be a draw because he used to knock folks out. Let me not say knocks. He used to knock folks out. He's a draw in that regard. Like you still anticipate Wilder knocking somebody out or giving you a spectacular knockout. So he will always have some type of draw. And see, it's like Mike. When you knew Mike was kind of done, but he was still a draw. Mike was still carry weight. So
a draw is probably just as much as important as if you can still fight. A draw is more important. They don't care if you can still fight, if you can still bring people out. It's a business, that's how they run it.
So what are your thought process? What's your thought process on Dubois? Do you feel like in terms of your top boxers in the game right now, do you now put him on that list, or you just say, like, you know what, you're a nice little stretch,
top what?
Still got some work to do? I ain't say pound for pound. I ain't say top
what?
I ain't say top 10. I ain't saying that. I ain't say top 5. I'm just saying your top list of boxers in the game. You can put him at 20 for all I care. I'm just saying, like, he's not even on your list.
Heavyweights.
Top
heavyweight.
heavyweight.
Rise up to heavyweight rankings.
He can rise up to heavyweight with top boxers.
I thought you got to say pound.
Would you put him at 3? Number 3
heavyweight?
Right
Heavyweight?
Yeah.
That's fair if you want to, yeah. Yeah, why not? I mean, I'd like to see how he look versus Zhang and Cole, but yeah, off of what he's done lately, I can say he's top 3. That's fine.
Yeah, that's
fine. Yeah, top 3.
I can say top 3 for sure.
Well, he got to rise.
Top 3 at age 27 ain't bad, bro. That ain't bad.
You scared me a little bit talking about top boxers.
No. Look. I was saying on your list. This is he's on a nice little stretch. I'm gonna say, where would you have him? Where would you guys have him? I ain't say he in my top. I say, where would you guys have him?
Oh, we talking heavyweights. That's the only list he got to be on.
The only list he got to be on. All right,
is heavyweights. Anything else?
I'm trying to think. No. All right, yeah, that's fair.
No.
My man Paul, this for y'all because I told you, like, y'all the experts, so I'm gonna let y'all go.
U.S. heavyweight.
Y'all the experts. That's like this is you are the experts. Who is a good U.S. heavyweight?
Well, you got the guy got Richard Torres. I mean, he hasn't fought nobody yet.
Yeah.
So it's really like we don't even deserve to talk about heavyweights when it comes to the United States. Let's just focus on the UK because they got it. They got it.
I mean, Jared Anderson, we got to see how Jared Anderson got to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he doesn't sit on the shelf. You know what I'm saying?
That should be my guy, man.
It's not a US heavyweight worth mentioning right now, to be honest with you. I wish it was, Paul. I wish it was, bro. I wish it was.
Jared Anderson was my guy, and I thought he was gonna be the one. Won't even lie.
It's not over for Jared. I mean, it's not over for him yet. It's not over for him.
You know what? If Dubois can do it, Jared, you can do it too.
Yeah, you can bounce back.
Facts. You can. I don't like his body language right now. Over the last couple of fights, I just have not. That's not the dude I saw initially. Like that dude exuded confidence. And I don't think he there right. I don't think he there right now.
Oh, Big Baby Miller just that was a draw with him and
Andy Ruiz.
Yep, on the Terrence Crawford and Majimov card.
Ooh, Dubois could fight Ruiz if he wanted to. to chill off of.
Ruiz, yeah.
There's a lot. They
You do
all can
that.
fight. Just a lot of mixed match fights you can
mix
make.
and match them
Yeah, you can fight him. I mean, it's all about building.
Hold on. What about Joseph Parker too? We got to talk about him. He
can fight Joseph Parker, and that's a winnable fight.
What about Joseph Parker versus Dubois?
That's a good one. No, I'm saying that's a good one. That's what I'm talking about. That'd be a good one. I'm talking about for Dubois. I think that's a good fight for Dubois.
He just beat Zhang and Wilder, so
yeah, that's a good fight for him.
Brought that up.
Yeah, we can't forget about Joseph Parker in terms.
You know what? I think he should take. You know what? I hate rematch clauses. So if the rematch clause doesn't happen, because sometimes it doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen, I think he should fight Parker. He should definitely fight Parker because he probably won't. Depending on how Usyk, I just think Usyk, they're doing 3. Oh, did I lose my guys? Yeah, I think I lost my guys. Hold on, let me put my I lost my guys. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this. Banner up. See, banner up. Take my banner off. It's my bad, y'all. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we get damn, Parker would be a good one. I think just because to build his resume up some more and have him deemed like the next big heavyweight. I think adding that to the resume, I think it'd be good. I'm a big fan of Parker. I think Parker would be a good fight. Folks in the chat, do you think Parker would be a good fight for Dubois? Let me know. I'm saying, did we do it, man? Phone dial. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I think that'd be an amazing fight for Dubois. I am not going to lie to you. But yeah, this was a good fight. It was a great fight. I actually like Dubois a lot. I won't lie to you. Was fear as a Anthony Joshua supporter. I did had a vibe that Dubois was going to lose that. Was going to lose that fight. Had that vibe. Oh yeah, George said Parker is a good choice. I agree. I mean, Dubois was going to win that fight. Excuse me. I didn't like something about that fight. Kind of like something about what Dubois brings to the table. His relentlessness, and just the fact that Joshua, if he sees it and feels like you're a threat, then he tends to be a little timid. And I think you saw that. You saw he was timid in the fight, and he got knocked out. And it is what it is. Now he has to go back to the drawing board. But all in all, to me, it was a good night was a good day for boxing, because now you have a young star in the game now. Like now folks called him like a fake world champion. No, he's legit. Dubois is Daniel Dynamite Dubois is a legit contender and a legit heavyweight to do special things. George said Dubois probably needs to not Parker out to maintain his momentum. Yes, I agree. He probably would. But I think he could, though. I definitely think he could. But yeah, I think Dubois now, he's an official heavyweight champion. Like, I think people have to put respect on his name. He is one of them. If you don't have him top 3, definitely top 4 heavyweight boxer in the game. So from now on, if you watch this fight, which is good for the young man, again, he's 27. That means now he has an opportunity to take over this heavyweight division. Because eventually Joshua, he's already beat Joshua. You'll have Wilder. Well, Wilder's done anyway, but you'll have Fury and Usyk. They're not going to be in this game too long, so he's going to probably be the heavyweight king of the division. And he's already, to me, he's on his way. I mean, he's had some good showings. He's on a nice stretch. Yes, he has 2 losses, but he has been his last 3 fights. He has been arguably the best looking heavyweight in the game. He has. He's been doing some amazing stuff in the ring. And again, I don't know if you watched him going into the ring. He just gives you that Mike Tyson vibe. You know what I mean? And you could tell the young man is hungry and he's ready to do work. So yeah, man. Shout out to Daniel Dubois. He did great. He did great work. I want to see more of him. I hope boxing fans get to see more of him, because I do think that he's on his way up. I think he's on his way up. I think he's one of the, like I said, he's going to be one of the mainstays in boxing over the next 5 to 10 years. I really believe it. You know what I mean? I do want to see him get the rematch of Usyk. I do. I want to see how, you learn how he learned from his last outing with Usyk. I do. Obviously, I think Usyk would win, because I just believe that Usyk is the best boxer in the world right now. But I would like to see Dubois. I would like to see Dubois get his rematch against Usyk. I think that it'd be more competitive this time around compared to what he did to Usyk did to Dubois the first time around. But I mean, again, think about it, man. 27 years old. IBF World Heavyweight Champion, just knocked out. He knocked out Anthony Joshua in a pro Joshua stadium of like 90,000 people, and he did that. I believe he knocked Joshua down 4 times throughout that within 5 rounds. Give that man his flowers. That man is one of them. I feel like we talked a lot about Joshua, but I do want to give this opportunity to give Dubois his all of his flowers because he deserved it. Dubois was on something. He was motivated. He showed the world that he is him. So shout out to him. Anyway, we got to knock this show out, but I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're going to do a lot of these boxing shows now. You know what I'm saying? We're calling our show Going to the Body with the urban sports scene. So hope y'all tune in. We're going to do all the major fights, post fights. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some pre-fight stuff. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Before we end this show, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio. Just search the Urban Sports Scene. Make sure you subscribe to our Urban Sports Scene YouTube channel as well. If you're on our channel for the first time, hit that red subscribe button and also like this video. Do not forget to tweet us at Urban Sports Scene. Hit us up on IG at Urban Sports Scene and like our Urban Sports Scene Facebook page. Also join our Urban Sports Scene Facebook group. Search Urban Sports Scene, sports bloggers, sports podcasters, and sports debates. All right, y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to Going to the Body with the Urban Sports Scene featuring the Adams Boxing Show. My guys phone died, so yeah, they lost out, but we're going to have them back on because we're going to keep doing this boxing thing with them as much as we can. Anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll catch y'all later. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene for Ichis. Giddig deuces. I'm out.
Peace.